brakes have just absolutely exploded on the Jeep, but luckily I was just able to crawl it to Sam's house. I need to get something to get home, and what better thing to try and make work than the Q-Pod. Look at the state of it. This thing is well good fun though when it works, but it needs a bit of work. As you can see, it's obviously caked in dirt. I don't even know if it's got fuel in it. The brakes at the front don't work, so I'm going to try and bleed them up and get it running nice, but let's just get straight into it. Let's get this thing out, see if it even starts.
I began by moving some questionable items out of the way.
Definitely going to need a clean. There's all spiders and stuff in it, but let's see if I can even get it started. Just waiting for them. One of them huge, like fake widow spiders just be on my neck or something. Right, anyway. Oh, it's all in my hair. Right, so I think to like unlock that, you got to turn past the lock. There we go. We've got batty, then choke, make sure that's in neutral, and then fire it up and see what happens.
But sometimes things don't go exactly to plan.
Right, I might need to do a bit of throttling, so I've got to put you down. Oh no! Battery's flat. So annoying. Let's try and push it out of here. Oh my god, spiders everywhere. Luckily it's not particularly heavy, so you can just push it out with one hand. So there we go, the Q-Pod. I need to find the battery now. In here somewhere? Yeah. Right, so we've got a battery there. I should be able to jump that, but I need some power from the mains. So let's push this a bit further down and see what we can do. Look at the state of what I've just seen crawl under this seat that was like on my head. I don't even want to lift it up. It's not even that scary, but oh my god, it's huge. Oh, do you see the size of that? It's actually not even scary. It's just one of them friendly ones, but not something I particularly want to see crawling over my eyelids. There we go, life saved. Ready to live another day. Okay, it's in a good position now. We can probably check if it's actually got any fuel in it. No, doesn't look like it. So let's put some fuel in it and jump it at the same time. Should be able to get it started.
So after grabbing some fuel from the garage, giving it a little sniff in the can to make sure it's actually petrol and not two-stroke, I filled up the car. Right, fueled up. Let's just try that again, just to double check that is actually just flat. Oh, it wasn't even the battery. It was just that it had no fuel in it. Didn't really think about that. So now in theory it should start. I don't really want to sit on this. Oh my god, it's one of them death ones. Pretty safe to say I swiftly dealt with that one.
Right, now we can try this a bit more properly.
From here I grabbed Sam's car battery charger, plugged it in.
Right, so that's neggy.
Turned it on at the wall.
Okay, so we got that on. Posy. Oh.
And then found that we could do this.
On there like that. You should be able to just do a fast charge. We'll try it with it just plugged in like that.
But it just didn't seem to be working. And even after cranking it for this long, I thought something must be wrong.
Doesn't like it. Oh, that'll be why. Well, I didn't actually check, but this is the reason why it doesn't start. 'Cause this is a fuel line going directly into the actual engine. Like there's your fuel filter, like a standard one off of a pit bike, I guess. And because that's not connected, obviously no fuel's getting to it. So I'm gonna have to see if I can get like these connection bits from somewhere and one of them. Then it should work. The outcome was looking bleak, but I've literally just driven like 2 seconds up the road to this random car spare shop and I've got that. So I mean, I think you can just put any sort of filter on there as long as it's the right sort of size connection. So we'll whack it on, see what happens. Can't be worse than not having one. New filter, that's going to go in there like that.
I can just about get this snapped end out. There we go, so that's that bit out, but this bit, I think that's just stuck in there, so I'm gonna try and pull it around a bit, see if I can get it out. But if not, I think I can actually just cut there because there's still loads of pipe, so should be all right. But yeah, we'll try and do it properly first. I then lubed up the pipe with some interesting lube and tried to pull it off with these grips. Yeah, I just think it's like the type of plastic, I don't really know. It's hard to get a grip on it with these pliers. I think I'm actually just gonna chop it. It looks far easier to just do that. There you go, cut through that. We can install our fresh fuel filter. So I unwrapped the filter and then started trying to work out what way round the filter goes. That's gonna be annoying to get in. I think I'm just gonna spray some Motul on there. Be the most random thing to lube something with. Should be fine though, he says, and then it never starts again. Just about, I think that's on enough, to be fair. I might need to undo that, this little clamp actually a bit. Ooh, that'll do then, whatever. Okay, well it's somewhat on. I think now though, I'm just gonna have to check that I haven't pulled the cable out from under there. It looks to be all right to me. Right, so we got some fuel in there. Let's get that jump pack turned back on. And this is what all the build-up has been for, the moment of truth. Plug this thing in and let's see if I can get it started. I think I'll need to crank it for a bit to get the fuel pulling through, but we'll give it a couple turnovers and then see if there's actually fuel going into that new filter we put in. If there is, then it should, in theory, start up in a sec. Got another leak. It's like all of this. Is it coming out of there? Can't really tell. Like, that kind of looks oh, that's completely undone. I've got no idea what that is. There's this bolt here. It's like completely undone. I don't know what that is though. I mean, at least this bit's running fine. Well, it starts and runs even though it is leaking petrol everywhere. So I think we'll just move on to the brakes for now, because if you look, there's literally no resistance on them whatsoever. So we're gonna have to get under here and get a little look, see if it's because of like a broken pipe or if it's just simply like there's no fluid in it anymore, which I don't think brake fluid tends to be something that just disappears. So there is probably a leak somewhere. Where it is though, that may be a different question. I think that there is the brake servo, whatever you call it. It's so rusty. I need to fill it up, but I don't know where you fill it up from. I think, is that something to do with it? Yeah, it looks like that is probably going to be our pipe to fill the brakes up. So I need to go in the boot and see if I can find a bit. It smells all like pissy in here. I reckon that's the brakes. Let me pull it and see if that moves. Yeah, that is. So that needs a good topping up. How do we get you off? Oh, it literally stinks of wee in here. I think it's like rat wee or something. Oh, it's death. So death, in fact, that I actually switched clothes and I've just decided to walk home. I'll have to get the Jeep another day, but I do want to finish the project on that Q-Pod, because just getting it out and getting it running was actually so cool. I forgot how sick that thing is. So if you want to see me complete this restoration, I was thinking full nut and bolt restoration. Everything that needs to be changed even slightly can be upgraded. New body panels, new paint everywhere. We're going to get it running really nice. And then if we make it that far, I was thinking potentially even engine swap it to something else. Obviously we're gonna have to speak to Sam about that one and see what he thinks, because it's not actually mine. But I am just gonna sort of wander around and enjoy my walk home in this nice glorious end of summer sort of day in the UK here. But if you did enjoy that video, let me know. I can create plenty more videos like that. Got some cool stuff coming up in the pipeline, so stick around. If you haven't subscribed, be sick if you have. I'll see you in the next one.